Assalamualaikum dear students. In previous lecture we have discussed about epithelial tissue and its types. Today we will discuss an appointed tissue, that is muscular tissue. This is the second type of animal tissue, that is muscular tissue. This muscular tissue consists of cells called muscle cells. This muscular tissue consists of cells called muscle cells. These muscle cells are long, elongated thread-like structures. Elongated thread-like structures. Hence, these muscle cells are also known as muscle fibers. These are also known as muscle fibers. This muscular tissue consists of cells called muscle cells. These muscle cells are long, elongated, thread-like structures. Hence, these muscle cells are also known as muscle fibers. The movement of limbus. The movement of limbus in human limbs are of two types. One are fore limbs, second one is hind limbs. The movement of limbs are brought by the contraction and relaxation of contractile elements which are present in these muscle cells. The movement of limbs, mainly fore limbs and hind limbs, are brought by the contraction and relaxation of contractile elements. These contractile elements are present in these muscle cells. Means the movement of limbs are brought mainly by the contraction and relaxation of these muscle cells. By the contractile elements, these contractile elements are mainly present in these muscle cells. The movement of internal organs, means heart, alimentary canal, the movement of heart, alimentary canal are also brought by the contraction of these muscle cells, or you can say that by muscle fibers. The movement of internal organs, means heart, alimentary canal, are also brought by the contraction and relaxation of these muscle cells or muscle fibers. Now, this was the introduction. Now, based on the structure, location, and function, of these muscle cells, this muscular tissue have been categorized. Means these muscle cells have been categorized mainly into three types. Based on the structure, location, and function of these muscle cells or muscle fibers, these muscle cells or muscular tissue have been categorized mainly into three types. First one is straited muscle. Second is smooth muscle. And third one is cardiac muscle. We will discuss them one by one. First, today we will discuss about what is this straited muscle. What is straited muscle? This straited muscle is also known as voluntary muscle. This straited muscle, these are alternative names of this muscle. These are also known as voluntary muscle. Straited muscle is also known as voluntary. Why it is known as voluntary muscles? Because this muscle works according to the will of an organism. That is why this muscle is known as voluntary muscle. That is why this muscle is known as voluntary muscle. Second point, this muscle is also known as skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscle. Why this is known as skeletal muscle? Because these muscles are attached to the bones. These muscles are attached to the bones. These are attached to the bones. And hence, this muscle helps us in movement of body parts. This muscle is attached to the bones. Hence, this muscle is also known as skeletal muscle. This muscle is known as voluntary muscle because this muscle works according to the will of an organism. Now, what is the structure of this straited muscle? The straited muscle fibers consists of fibers. I know that I have to. The straited muscle fibers are elongated, thread-like, non-tapering, cylindrical, unbranched. This straited muscle consists of straited muscle fibers. Now, what are these straited muscle fibers? These are elongated. First one, these are elongated. Second, these are thread-like. Third, these are non-tapering. Non-tapering means they do not have pointed ends. If muscle fiber have pointed ends, then it is called tapering. These muscle fibers do not have pointed ends. That is why these are called non-tapering. They are cylindrical and unbranched. This straight muscle consists of straight muscle fibers which are elongated, thread-like, non-tapering, cylindrical and unbranched. This straighter muscle fiber or muscle cell is enclosed in a sheath-like structure. Known as sarcolemma. This straighter muscle fiber, or we can say straighter muscle cell, is enclosed in a sheath-like structure. Here it is known by a special name which is known as sarcolemma. Look towards this diagram. I have shown here. This is the sheath-like structure in which this straight muscle fiber is enclosed. This is known as sarcolemma. On this side, this is sarcolemma. Sheath-like structure on the outside of this straight muscle fiber. This is known as sarcolemma. The cytoplasm of this straight muscle cell here is known by a special name, known as sarcoplasm. Here I have shown this is the cytoplasm. Here it is known by a special name which is called sarcoplasm. These dot-like structures. This is the sarcoplasm of this straighter muscle fiber, straighter muscle cell. Another point is that these straighter muscle cells are multinuclei. Contain more than one nuclei. Hence, these cells are multinucleate. This is the nucleus which lies in peripheral portion of this muscle cell. This is the nucleus. It contains more than one nuclei. Hence, this is multinucleate. This is an important point. Note this: multinucleate. I will summarize the words once again. This straight muscle is enclosed in a sheath-like structure known as sarcolemma. This is sarcolemma. And the cytoplasm of this straight muscle fiber is known as sarcoplasm. These cells are contain more than one nuclei, hence this striated muscle cell or muscle fiber is multinucleate. This is multinucleate. Inside this sarcoplasm are present contractile elements. Inside this sarcoplasm are present contractile elements which run longitudinally. Longitudinally means in this direction. This is horizontal direction, this is longitudinal direction. Inside this sarcoplasm, or we can say that cytoplasm, run longitudinally contractile elements, which are called myofibrils. Here I have shown these are myofibrils. One myofibril, second myofibril, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. This is cytoplasm. Inside this run longitudinally, in longitudinal direction run contractile elements. These myofibrils are called contractile elements. Run longitudinally inside the cytoplasm of the straited muscle fiber. These myofibrils are also known as sarcostyles. These are also known as, this is another name for these. These are also known as sarcostyles. Now, in the cytoplasm or sarcoplasm of the straited muscle run longitudinally contractile elements which are called myofibrils or sarcostyles. These are various myofibrils present in the sarcoplasm of the straited muscle. If we take one myofibril, this is one myofibril. If we take one myofibril of this is one myofibril. These myofibrils shows an important structure, which are called alternate dark and light bands. This myofibril shows alternate light and dark bands. This is light band and this is dark band. These are dark bands. These are light bands. If we take a single myofibril, here I have shown look towards just these light band, dark band, light band, dark band, light band, dark band. If we take single myofibril or single sarcostyle of this straited muscle fiber, it shows alternate light and dark bands. These are called striations. Or we can say that strips. Hence, this muscle is known as straited muscle, as the name indicates. The myofibril of the straited muscle fiber shows alternate light and dark bands, which are called striations or strips. Hence, this muscle is also known as straited muscle. That is why this muscle is known as straited muscle, or we can say that stripped muscle. Now, what is the main function of this straited muscle? As I have told, that the straited muscle is attached to the bones. That is why this muscle is also known as skeletal muscle. And this muscle is attached to the bones. It helps in the movement of body. It provides a force for locomotion. And this muscle, straited muscle, helps in the movement of body organs, external as well as internal, means heart and alimentary canal. This is the main function of this straited. It helps in the movement of body because these muscles are attached to the bones. This is the structure of this straited muscle fiber. In next lecture, we will discuss a second type of this muscular tissue and muscle cell, that is cardiac and smooth muscle. So thank you.